Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. There are times when hope just feels elusive. It sort of seems to slip through our fingers or it feels out of reach. And there are times when we want to really hold on to hope, something encouraging, something that's inspiring. And instead, we find ourselves wondering why it's so hard or maybe where it's gone. Look, we all have days when things don't go well or we feel out of sorts. And I have days when I feel like things just feel really foggy. It's hard to focus. I feel like it can be a struggle to really think things through or really look at the positive side of something. It can feel like the path forward is out of reach, or just, if it's not out of reach, it's at least out of sight. And so when our usual strength of hopefulness and positivity don't elude us, it can feel like things being better, things improving, those sorts of things can just feel really impossible, right? So when we don't have hope, I think it can create just sort of a heaviness or a feeling that the manageable things in life now just feel even harder, and hard things feel kind of impossible. In those kinds of moments, I do also take a look, and I do feel like a little sense of rebellion, like, right, this isn't right, and I'm not going to allow this to kind of take over, right? A sense of hopelessness just isn't going to be able to stay with me for a long period of time. And for me, hope sometimes doesn't come back as like sort of a flash or a big bolt of inspiration, but as like a little quiet nudge to sort of hang in there, to keep going. Sometimes just a simple decision to make the bed or call a good friend, or sometimes just going up to my craft room to paint for a little bit. It's just the little spark that I need to open the door to sort of let hope and positivity back in. And there have been other times when hope shows up as surrender, when I realize, it is just time to let go of the idea about how things should be and just be real honest about what is, right? And making space for what is. And, there is a freedom in acknowledging that we can't manufacture optimism, and that really the most honest thing to do is to sit with uncertainty, even when it's hard and even when that's the last thing we feel like doing. What keeps me going when hope feels far away isn't the hope itself, but also it's this belief or this knowledge that, I've been here before. I've had difficult times before, and I've been able to come through. And I know that this isn't permanent. So yeah, I can be having a bad day and not feeling great, and I can allow myself to feel that. And also at the same time, right, these two things can happen at once, is that I also know it's not permanent and I'm always not going to feel this way. Humans are built to persevere. You are, I am, we all are. So if hope is feeling elusive, I hope that you'll remember you don't always need to see the entire path. Obviously, you can still take a step, you can still get into action. And sometimes it really is enough to just hold space for the possibility that hope will return, that things will get better. Because in those moments, we learn that, hope isn't just a feeling. Sometimes it's actually a choice to keep moving forward, however slowly, however uncertainly, into whatever comes next. I wish you a wonderful day today and an even better tomorrow.